work for Sisk in Dublin, in the Grand Canal Dock area. I worked on 2 projects to begin with. I was on this interior Captain Dock. It was a 250 million project. It's the tallest residential building in the Republic. And then I moved on to the main environment project, onto this project here. It was an old warehouse. We kept all these facades, and then it was going to be new development inside. So I've worked for Sisk since 2015 on different projects. So I kind of didn't think I'd get as much out of the co-op as I did, but it was a very unique, very different kind of project. A lot of temporary works, a lot of conservation work, so it was quite interesting compared to the projects I've been on. My roles on site, so setting out. I'd always worked with Leica equipment, and on this job I was working with Trimble. It was almost like relearning how to use it. Basically, it's very, very different system, so that was quite interesting. Surveying as-builds, most of that's it. AutoCAD drawing, going into the placement. AutoCAD was something I'd been introduced to in professional practice, but wasn't very fond of. Coming out of it now, I put my hand up with any bit of AutoCAD I can do. I genuinely enjoy it. It's something I'd like to do more work in going forward. Logistics planning, so that was like looking at site, looking at deliveries, looking at access routes, that kind of thing. Planning out the site to make it run smoothly and be a safe site to work on. Drawing management, so that's just the drawings came in, just looking after where they went and making sure they're up to date. Progress tracking, so progress tracking was a big thing in this project. The program was quite tight. Apparently we were ahead on the program, but the lads were saying that we needed extra time to end, so progress tracking was a big thing. We had progress tracking for all the different aspects on site. The site itself was quite interesting. This is a view from the crane looking down, so we had all these facades. You can see the temporary steel coming off. A lot of works on site, so we had underpinning for all the walls, which is quite an interesting procedure, something I hadn't seen before. To begin with, it was all demolition, so that was a lot of coordination, that kind of thing. We weren't that involved. It was kind of light workload for ourselves. Conservation, like I was saying, so the temporary works, underpinning, installation underpins, and construction substructure, so that was all the foundations, that kind of thing. We had driven pile installation in the office up here, and then CFA piles and the rest. And as you can see here, the sheet piles installation. Working for Sisk, so Sisk are, I think, the biggest construction company contractor in the country. They put a lot of emphasis in training students. While I was there, I was on the internship program. So in their Dublin sector, they take any students working for the company and they put them on a 3-month internship program. This was a really good way to see the company, see everything they do. Really, like, I worked for them for a few years, but there's still a lot that I learned out of that program. Fair pay, they're good in terms of what they pay you. Like a lot of companies pay you very minimum wage, but they're quite good. Inclusion in site team. So I didn't feel like I was just a student, I was very much included in the team. Like if you get involved, if you push yourself forward, they will like include you as much as possible, like even stuff like going for a few pints on Friday, that kind of thing. Very much included, so that was really nice. Long hours, it's on site, it's 7:30 to 5:30 or even later a lot of the days. But that's kind of the nature of the job. Overview, developed a lot of my skills. Like I said, AutoCAD was something I really brought forward a lot, and I'm quite comfortable using, quite happy using, got involved. If you go in there with the mentality that you're just a student, a lot of the time that's all you'll get out of it. So like people get involved and show you're interested, show you want to improve yourself, they'll give you more and more complex tasks. Career development, I kind of came out of it with a bit more direction than where I want to go in my career. So it's really good to kind of see a few different aspects of construction. Even though I worked for the company before, I saw a lot more varied kind of sides of things. Insight into industry, same kind of thing, opportunity to learn. Yeah, a lot of skills development over the 8 months. Like even just being there for 8 months before I'd done like 3 or 4 month stints, and even being there for 8 months is a great opportunity. You get a lot of experience out of that. Any questions?
Questions for Shane, lads?
The fact that you've been there before and you were there for 8 months, in terms of salary review, were there any opportunities for that along the way? Or
so for the first time I worked for Sisk, it was kind of, I went up 50 a week every year. And then apparently I hit the limit for students. I queried that alright, but no, they wouldn't budge on it.
But you had increased a bit compared to other years when you were working there.
Compared to the first year, first 2 years I think
And if they typically, like from your knowledge, if they typically a standard rate that they pay students?
it depends. Like, so when I started, I was just out of my leaving cert, so they weren't going to pay me though. I wasn't worth that much to them.
Sure.
But say like I know, say Aaron Hackett and a few of the lads worked for him last year, and they got the same as what I got going in as a co-op student.
Okay, so it's kind of a
So
standard.
it depends. Yeah, like if you go, like I was 18, 19 when I started with them, so I wasn't no experience, so they weren't going to give me the full whack. But yeah, it's still decent. But like they do depend on where you're at.
And when you pay, sorry, when you paid overtime or was it a set
No,
weekly wage?
it's salary.
Salary, yeah.
And you sourced it yourself, I presume, if you've
Yeah.
worked with them before, so it was a case of ringing up and saying, listen,
Pretty much,
yeah. You're the only person on the list with a job that was in. Oh, sorry, no, Jack wasn't there. Roy, you were in Dublin as well, Roy, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, both. I suppose especially to both of you. So, because I mean, accommodation seems to be the big issue with Dublin. How did you go? I got to go to.
I'm from Dublin, so.
Oh yeah, so you were living at home, so it wasn't an issue.
It wasn't
for
an
you.
issue, but like it would be tight, even with like it's decent pay. But I'd say you wouldn't
Yeah.
be making much.
And Roy, in your case, did you?
They put us up. They paid for our accommodation.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we probably took a hit salary wise. Like we weren't getting
Okay.
getting a massive.
So you were
Still decent,
you're
like,
in a house with 3 or 4 of the guys from Road,
Yeah,
which
we
were
were
working in the same.
kind of, if it's possible, having the sticks of Dublin, like, but we're still like we didn't have to pay for it, so
Okay.
so we weren't complaining. Like,
Okay, so you didn't have that problem of trying to
No,
find
no.
relatively short-term accommodation in.
no, they kind of generally have houses like around the
Yeah.
place near their jobs. So like when we finished up, other people
Yeah.
from the job went into the house, and we went in and replaced somebody that works for Rovers as well. So they're constantly.
Yeah, cycling through all the jobs. Yeah, Jamie, sorry.
Worked home for anyone looking like for summer work or any second years. I was paying $550 a month for rent in Dublin, still getting the same salary that I got here, and then I paying $130 a month for rent here during the summer. You're earning the same amount, so it's definitely worth it to me too.
It makes a huge difference. It's a big chunk out of your, for students who are going down the road looking for co-op placements shortly. It's definitely something to consider. Is the cost of accommodation and the availability of accommodation wherever it is that you want to work. Shane, thanks very much. Good.